pretty epic story. It's actually pretty funny. When I told Ryan, he laughed so hard. He said, "Please never contact me ever again."
I did, and I blocked him on every social media possible.
Yeah.
Including the now dead Skype.
So we filmed for half an hour, and then my computer decided to die. But so to recap what we have done since the last podcast, I dropped out of college.
And I've been doing a majority of the same stuff, except retro game collecting and a few other things.
So today we have a very epic episode. We have here someone that works in the service industry.
Yeah, it's
oh yeah, and I forgot to mention the last week's episode. We actually filmed it in December.
Yeah, it was weird. We mentioned that like in the previous recording, but yeah, this is the first time we've talked to each other too
since December.
Then,
so
yeah, let's context.
Anyways, yeah, Ryan, you have the floor. You're a service employee. What's it like right now? Because it's a pandemic.
Virus pandemic for who knows how fucking long that's going to go on for. But essentially, yes, blast shields are up, registered. Customers can't breathe on each other, or us.
Can no longer like tap someone on the shoulder and be like, "So what are you buying?"
No, I can't do that anymore either. It's weird, and we have to wear masks now as law. And we mentioned this the last time too, but I'm actually known as a national hero in my area because like, of the store I work for.
Ryan, we're actually starting up a protest because due to the new regulations, Ryan can't work naked anymore.
Unfortunately not, but I am known as a hero though, because when someone tried to rob my store, they ran up to me. I turned around. He looked in between my legs, saw a naked bulge, and passed the hell out on the floor. And I just stood over him, and I was like, "Look at it! Look at it!" And they just arrested him. And that was it. They call me Nudist Rian now. And I'm a hero. I got a medal for it, too.
I just kind of want to say that you're very different here on the podcast and very different on your YouTube channel. Because on your YouTube channel, you're like, "Hi, guys, I'm Ryan. I like video games." Frick. Oh, man. Sorry, guys, for swearing. And he was like, "Yo, I got no penis!" Ryan, are you there, buddy? Buddy, nobody can hear you. Like, on the call and just rejoin.
Hello. Hi.
I don't know what happened there.
I know either you just went like, what the hell is this? My story was so intense that it just crashed me out of Discord.
Yeah.
Anyway, please tell me, don't know what I said, but tell me we got the other stuff before that happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just resume where we picked off or where we were last.
So, that's epic. Ryan got a Medal of Honor.
I did, and unfortunately, they did do something nice for me, though. You know how, like, when people get medals, they wear around their neck? Someone made me a prosthetic dick to wear so I could put the medal around it, and I could walk around proud. Unfortunately, due to the quarantine, I can't show it like I could because the strap is way too small, if you know what I mean. So we'll have to wait until quarantine's over, but I will send pictures.
Thank you.
And we'll show them in the podcast.
So let's talk about, did you see those videos of people protesting during this pandemic?
I did, and unfortunately, I definitely went to one of them. I was actually part of the Nudist clan that was there.
Oh, yeah.
You probably didn't. We dressed up as trees. We had like the worst disguises there possible. But yeah,
at least the cops didn't catch you.
Yeah, no. Well, they were all blinded for some reason. As soon as I turned around again, the eyes just exploded.
Oh,
I don't understand why that keeps happening.
I don't know.
Every time.
I don't think there's anything cooler than a guy without a penis.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know why they have to be haters so much. Yeah, I used the 2014 term, get over it. But, you know, yeah, it's whatever. But I will say that these protests, though, in general, yes, I have seen news on. The ironic thing is people want the pandemic stuff to be over. They want the regulations put off. They want to be able to go back outside again, businesses, normal life, whatever. Which is great and all. That's fantastic. I wish the same thing. But it doesn't help if you're all going to show up while the virus is still going around with no protection in a public place before regulations are lifted. You're doing exactly what they say not to do in protesting. Yeah. You idiots.
No, man. I like the other day I went outside. I went to take my my dog to the vet. So we were driving, and it just looks like a normal Wednesday. You know, there's a ton of cars, a ton of people outside. It doesn't look any different.
I mean, not really. No, I mean, at the end of the day, it really doesn't.
Yeah. So, guys, if you're hearing to this, please stay in your goddamn house, and you can
stay in your house.
And you can watch Ryan's new video. What is it about?
Exactly. It's actually about my penis augmentation surgery. You're gonna love the video. It's epic. I stuck into a doctor's clinic and like the black market and everything. It's great, but we'll save that for another time.
Yeah.
The real video I recently uploaded.
I mean, by the time we roll this podcast out.
Yeah, by the time the podcast is out, yeah, that videos are going to be like going down the pipe. So, kind of like my penis surgery. But yeah, no, the actual video I put out recently was a update. Yes, I know, ironic for those of you who are on my channel, and me especially. Which, by the way, when you mentioned that earlier, I was actually rewatching some of your old videos. I remember the one where you roasted me for my fucking update videos, and like that Death Note video you did like 3 years. That shit was funny though.
I'm hilarious. Anyways, what's your update about this time?
So my update, well, I mean, you know, the bulge, but different.
God damn it. Yeah. I'm going to title this podcast Ryan's Penis.
They don't get so many views, though. Just put penis in the title. I want to see how many views that gets. I guarantee you'll get some. A lot more than normal. Yeah. People are like, this isn't porn. How dare you? But yeah, my actual video that I've been doing stuff was I was explaining how, since I hadn't uploaded in a bit because I've been busy with schoolwork and then the quarantine and whatnot hit, and basically just other life stuff for me in general, that my YouTube channel isn't dead. I'm still planning on doing stuff on it in the future. And my main focus for content right now that I want to do is like old game reviews and whatnot, because in general, even without the quarantine, I'm a retro collector. I collect PlayStation stuff mostly, and I've been playing a bunch of games that I can talk about. I've talked about multiple games in the past that I've enjoyed doing, and I have a certain style I like doing with like my series is called Nostalgic Blast on my Nostalgia Factor channel.
Why don't you
which
just
is the retro?
Like I don't understand. Why do you have two main channels?
The funny thing, well, they're for two different kinds of content.
Do everything in the boss? Like you already did gaming and that sort of stuff.
I've experimented with doing gaming on DeBoss, and really, the core people that watch me, and even the people that just casually come by to watch a video or two that catches the stuff they mainly focus on and they enjoy from me is the comedy stuff, the sketches I do, and of course the meme showcases that I've done on the channel. That's the kind of stuff people enjoy. The gaming stuff, not so much. When I started the Nostalgia Factor, though, when I started making these reviews and whatnot, people legitimately enjoyed them. It was some same people from DeBoss, but it was an entirely different genre of people that came over, and even different YouTubers that I met through that channel. So it's better suited for the Nostalgia Factor for me to build up again, and that's what got it in the first place. So that's why DeBoss is for comedy and memes.
Well, I've never laughed watching one of those videos, so
I'm sure you have. You just would never want to admit it because you probably burst in flames if you did.
So yeah, Ryan has a new channel. Check it out.
Yeah, a new channel that's been up since 2019.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, so online classes are taking everything by storm.
Oh yes.
Except
online class.
My current school. Well, the school I'm dropping out of.
Yeah, we got into that earlier in our other session.
Yeah, you don't have to tell them about it. That recording never happened. Anyways.
Definitely not.
So
I'm actually doing myself online.
My plan to get myself out of that school so I can transfer to the other one is I would get kicked out. So my way of getting kicked out was failing every class. And I was so close until they decided that everybody would get a passing grade. Because not a lot of students had access to the online platform, and the online platform was failing a lot. So I accidentally passed the first semester of college.
You accidentally... See, many people, when they talk about their college experience, they don't start off by saying, guys, I need to fail my class. And it failed because I accidentally passed every single class. You just got pranked. Subscribe to enter Fortnite card gift. I can see I could see doing that for a video.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so here's the story. I was studying physics, and then I realized, why the fuck am I doing this?
Why would you study?
I don't even get why I'm doing it anymore. I'm dropping out, and then I told my friends, and they were like, "Yeah, it makes sense. You complain about studying physics all day." It's like,
so you might as well just
yeah. Although some of them, I don't know. I did feel some sort of bitterness because it's like someone did tell me it's like there are thousands of people that want to enroll to this school. And your ass is just dropping out, you ungrateful shit. And that's like, guys, I'm dropping out of a shitty state school. I'm not dropping out of Harvard, okay?
Exactly. You're not dropping out of some prestige grade A level school here.
If I was dropping out of an Ivy League school, I'd be like, you know what? YouTube isn't what I need. I need to pay my tuition.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen his channel? I mean, yeah, we can see where this is coming.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm doing media studies, and I have to go to a different school, so I have to do the entire enrollment process again, which is not fun, but it's okay, whatever. Except it got canceled because of this pandemic. So now I just gotta wait.
Just remember, though, when the pandemic stops and you go to apply for this school, you pull up that old YouTube channel, they won't make you pay a cent.
Yeah. I mean, it's media studies, so it kind of,
It would work. In fact, you know what? You could sponsor them, and you wouldn't have to pay the tuition. You just
I'd be like, guys, I'll shout you out.
Every single video, and one person comes over a 4-year span. But it's one person they didn't have before.
Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and also remember to enroll to DeBoss University.
DeBoss University, thanks. Yeah, it's my new college, by the way. For all you bulge people out there, I'm going to start a foundation for that now. DeBoss.
For dickless people?
Shit. Yeah. Are you a balding 21-year-old man who has a dying YouTube channel? Do you work in retail and not have a penis? Well, come on down to the DeBoss Bulge Foundation Center, where we can show you how to adapt to a better, more clean life. With our enhanced penis prosthetic and patented penis pump, you will feel like a man once again. So come on down. It's I don't have a logo for that yet, actually. I need help.
Yeah, we can wait. We can wait. It's a new business. It doesn't have to all happen in a day.
Oh, okay. Well, come on now. This is like a lucrative opportunity. I'd make a killing off of this. I'd make millions.
But it's okay, guys. Don't worry. I'm not a ninny or anything. I'm still in school technically. I'm in online school doing my degree in teaching.
Oh god. Wait.
I basically copied Rian.
Yeah, you basically did. Cause it's like, wait a second. This is suspiciously like my college story. So wait a second here. It's exactly what I'm doing. I mean,
Ryan's story is a lot more inspirational. He's like, I want to help people, man. I want to be an educator.
Amelia,
and I'm just like,
out and do something else because this shit sucks. Your entire story. That's all you have to do, and all the kids are gonna like applaud for you and be like, "Teacher of the year, right here, most relatable teacher ever."
I mean, I just kind of picked it out because when I was on vacation in Japan, there was these guys that were working there as English teachers, and I thought that's cool. I could do that. The only thing I can speak English. The only thing I don't know is how to give a class. So
or anything for that matter.
Yeah, I can teach them how to make an epic vlog.
Yeah, or I could teach them how to do an update video. Dude, we could do a dual class. That'd be perfect.
So first you go, guys, we're going through changes.
Yes.
Again.
We're always going
for the third time this year.
Yeah, if this is the first time we're recording this year too, ironically. This is not a...
Yeah.
We're going to return in December of 2020 when the pandemic's done. We're going to be like, so... Remember when we said we were going to stay updated this year? 2021, baby.
Yeah. It's going to be 2030, and this podcast is going to finally premiere.
Probably. Hey, guys, remember a decade ago when we said we were going to be consistent? 2031, let's do it, baby.
Yeah, no, but I actually, my last video was about speaking different languages because I speak both English and Spanish. And for the past 2 years, I've been studying German and Japanese. And just through this quarantine, I'm trying to learn Portuguese. Well, relearn it, because when I was a kid, I could understand it quite well. And then I stopped listening to it completely. And then I met these kids from Brazil, and I didn't understand anything. So like I can read it and everything, but when it comes to speaking, I'm just like, I have no idea what you're saying. Sorry.
I mean, for me, I'm refining Debossanese during the remainder of the quarantine.
Are you guys finally like starting out? Oh yeah, you guys are selling your first dictionaries. That's pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah, absolutely it is. It's
Yeah.
actually really a big part of our foundation, right? And there's actually at least more than one person buying it this time. It's actually surprising. There's 2 people.
Oh, it was me. It was me.
So
Like my table is crooked, and I need something to balance it on.
Damn.
So
you
but,
and
I
my
mean-
mom are the only people that have bought it. Dang it. And my mom wanted
no, see, my account name is Ryan's mom
Yeah.
at gmail.com.
This is how bad the business
I
is.
need-
I'm pretty sure it's just that time of the
Yeah.
year. Because, like, you bought one for, I guess, a terrible reason. My mom bought one to support me, and then she wanted a refund the next day, and I had to give it to her. I mean, I'm not making any money here, people, so buy my damn dictionary. Buy it now. Just do it.
Anyways, so yeah, that video about me speak languages. I think it's the hardest video I've ever done when it comes to writing it.
Oh, shit.
You know, because it was super awkward just walking up to my teachers and being like, so I make YouTube videos and I got this script.
That's how you sound in every video. What are you talking about?
I mean, well, so my Japanese teacher is like a younger guy. He's like late 20s, so he got it. But I think my German teacher is this old Russian lady. So she was like, is this for school or something? I don't get it.
No, I'm
It's
dropping
like-
out of school. This is just for...
Yeah.
This is like a hobby at this point. I'm leaving school. I'm failing on purpose, but I still somehow pass.
I think the hardest part was doing the Portuguese part,
Was
because I hadn't used Portuguese in like 5 years.
would you so from the sound of it, would you say this has been the most in-depth and time-consuming video you've worked on in your YouTube career?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think so. I do have a video. I worked on it for 2 years.
Ah, interesting. Actually, didn't know.
Yeah.
For me personally, from like our experiences together since I've met you, I think the most in-depth video we've ever done together,
Oh yeah,
the DeBoss.
that video was crazy, dude.
Yeah, the documentary.
Because I remember,
Yeah.
that I filmed 3 videos that week, and one of them was the Boss documentary that I had been working on for a really long time.
You all need to
So-
watch that video. It was one of the best collabs
it's
I've
really
ever done
cool.
on this platform. It
is the best collab
Yeah, well,
we've ever done.
was it's up there. I would say it's the most in depth by far because I've done collabs with people many times, many people, but that one, no one's done a documentary on my life or what is my life.
What I Well, I had the idea for a video because Ryan has a lot of sound bites that out of context would sound just like really weird. And I started messing around with the idea. And then the Jake Paul documentary started to roll out, and everybody was doing a parody.
It was like the dog
And I was like, I'm good.
deal.
Yeah.
Hey, why not? The 2 that I remember using the most, like from a video that that was just like a quick shit out video, was the clips they used from like my dog video that I did. Like it was my dog I kidnapped.
No, please.
No, please don't let the bad man get away with it. It was like I don't know. I remember that word for word too, and that bitch like hang that shit up. That was good. I got to give you that one.
Yeah.
Somehow you compress that down to sound like an actual phone, but I never even thought about it out of context. Those clips for that phone call.
Yeah. I mean, the idea was there, and I told Ryan about it, and he thought it was funny. I think he didn't think I was going to do it.
I mean, I honestly I did think you were going to do it at the time. I did think that was a good idea, even during that time period.
But yeah, that video was like, to film it was kind of stressful because that week, like, I was left home alone that entire weekend. Me, my mom, and my sister went to Mexico City, and I was just like, okay, my house is alone. I can film whatever I want. I can work naked just like Ryan.
Exactly. That's the best way to do YouTube.
I only had 2 classes that weekend, so it was cool. Anyway, so I was working hard because I also was doing at the same time 2 other videos that I had been working on for a long time, or I had wanted to do for a long time. So like I filmed all of it. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, because Monday that week I had a flight to catch because I was going to Canada. So I was going crazy like, Ryan, where's your fucking ass? I need to film.
Yeah, there you go. See, that worked out brilliantly too. Although I must admit, though, that video, it was longer than I thought. Just thinking back, that was like a 13-minute video, give or take, something like that.
I mean, so like that week, I don't even know how I did it, honestly, because my plan was I'm gonna leave videos done. So whilst I'm in vacation, they're still rolling out, and so I edited my first video, and I was like, shit, I have to leave in 2 hours. There's no way I can edit a video in 2 hours. So then I was like, okay, whatever. I'll just quickly do my bag because I already had my suitcase done. I just needed to do my carry-on. And so that day was crazy because I didn't sleep because I was filming the goddamn Ryan documentary and all the other videos. And then it was like, because the idea was I would take a bus to Mexico City, which is 6 hours from my city.
Yeah. And
then I would take a plane to Toronto, which was 4 hours. So it was 10 hours of traveling. And the entire time I didn't sleep because I get like really bad anxiety when I'm in a moving vehicle.
Yeah.
So whilst I was on all those methods of transportation, I was just kind of filming whatever for my Canada vlog and just kind of thinking how I was going to make the DeBoss video work, honestly. Because
I mean, it ended up working pretty well, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, and I was like, but I'm going to have to edit it on my shitty computer.
I mean,
and
sometimes.
And then lucky me, when I came back, it was like I actually found a MacBook quite cheap for 6,000 pesos, which is about $300.
Jeez.
So I got it and I edited the boss video in like super quickly because like I really needed to roll that one out.
And yeah, if you all didn't know, now you do. You know some of the backstory of that video. How it came to be.
I remember that's the first, like, we already did like 2 collabs. I think there was the Wonder Woman one.
Oh, we've done more than that. We did a few collabs before that. I mean, even before the podcast was a thing.
The Wonder Woman one, the Death Note one, and we already did the podcast.
Yeah, so we already had a few things. Yeah. I was in a few of your other videos too. I was in your Q&A too.
Oh yeah. What were you?
Yeah, your Q&A 3 video. That was around the time when I made the video sucking that thing of deodorant. I don't even remember what video that was.
Epic.
But
yeah, but you were just in the comments, so.
Yeah, well, granted, yes, but it's still though. I was there. I still when I saw it, I was like, oh shit, that's actually a thing still. Well, can't get.
But anyways, no, because we did. I remember the first collab we did was your podcast. You used to have a podcast on your channel that was kind of shit.
I mean, well, yeah, to be fair, that was back when I had okay, so the backstory behind my podcast experience, which no, the setup was terrible. Honestly, podcast, I'd rather do like the style of YouTube interviews that I did back then. That's the kind of thing I enjoy doing more. But the podcast, I love being on podcast and hosting and all that other stuff. But recording them, for me, no, I suck at it, I will admit. But for me, I have 2 YouTube buddies. Goof Norton, who's still on YouTube, and he's a good friend of mine. I've known him for about 4 years now, or longer, actually. But he does podcasts for the most part on his channel. And the other person was someone who unfortunately doesn't do YouTube anymore, Master of the TDS. I actually did a podcast.
Master of the TDS doesn't make YouTube videos anymore?
Nope. I was on a podcast with him for a few episodes. We were hosting stuff together, and it was really fun. Fortunately, a lot of stuff came up in his life, and he said goodbye, and I haven't talked to him in a while, but I know he's doing well from when I did last. So, but it's unfortunate he doesn't anymore. But he were the big reasons why.
So anyways, Ryan used to have a podcast, and I remember he posted in a small YouTuber Facebook group, like, hey, I'm doing a podcast.
By the way, you were not the only person to comment on that, by the way. There were other people that commented. I just want to say
I commented
straight. I saw your Facebook video. You were not the only person that commented on that post. Thank you.
Yeah, no.
It was multiple.
No, I wasn't the only one.
He was the only good person, though, to do it with, though, at the time. That's how we met. That was like, what, 2016?
2017, I think. I don't know.
Early 20...
I think it was 2017.
It's probably early 2017. Because so somewhere. But yeah, actually.
Yeah, so. Yeah, I commented. And it was like, alright, dope. This guy has a lot of subs. I'm going to piggyback off of him.
And why it's like, holy crap, he has a lot more subs than I do. Fuck yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, and then I saw that he got no views, so we both got fucked.
Actually, that's a good point. We both did. You're right. I never thought of it that way. Somehow just started doing more and more videos until it eventually reached Trash Talk.
I used to do this. I had this series on my channel where it was called Lakeful Movies, which was a parody of superhero movies, and I think that's the first collab we did on my channel. And Ryan was supposed to be an angry fanboy.
And I was. I'm still angry to this day. Suicide Squad was terrible.
Yeah. It was the Wonder Woman one, I think.
Yeah, I know. But
and I don't remember if we did anything after that.
We did.
But we did do the...
Besides the Death Note.
Well, yeah, we did the Death Note one. That's true.
And we also...
And then I was...
My channel.
Yeah? Yeah, on your channel, I don't remember. But I think I did a couple.
You came...
I do remember you did a...
And you were also... The biggest one I remember was that we did an interview. Like a YouTube interview.
Oh, yeah, because... Okay, so I hated Ryan's interviews. I didn't get them.
They were fun.
And then Ryan told me, hey, you want to be one? And I was like, okay, but I get to edit it.
Oh, come on.
I didn't like
nothing wrong with my interviews. They were focused on the person and it worked brilliant.
And then Ryan just sent me the questions and I filmed it. And I was like, I'm editing this. And then Ryan, I never got so angry at Ryan because something he used to do, he didn't know how to download videos. So he just screen recorded it. And I remember I sent him the video and he was like, I just finished, and he says, I just finished screen recording it. But I didn't realize he was joking. And I was like, fuck you, dude. I spent so long editing that. And you just do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck you. And I was like, Ryan was like, dude, it's a joke. I was like, oh.
I was like, dude, I'm joking. It's downloaded. Like, the quality wouldn't have been that good if I hadn't downloaded it. And you're just like, oh, okay.
Okay. I was ready to fly out to Philadelphia and murder him.
I'm not even...
Like, you're close.
Well, whatever. Fine, close enough. But still, though. Yeah, admittedly, the biggest problem I had for the interviews, besides some people in general that I did interview, was the recordings that I got sent for the clips, either was sent through my email or was sent through Messenger. The problem was, though...
Oh, yeah. Also, he used his college's school email. Like, he didn't use his personal or whatever. Because
I am a cheap bastard who doesn't want to make and have a bunch of emails in place, and I don't...
And I remember actually I emailed it first, and then I got an alert from your college being like, no one with that address exists in this school. I was like, okay.
I was like, well, I mean, that person does exist because I've been going there for, what, almost 4 years now? So, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was an interesting time, though. That was back when the interviews I was doing were... I enjoyed doing them. What I enjoyed most about them, besides making them, was meeting YouTubers, and it was through meeting some of them that I did more collaboration, and I did more... branched out more in my content. Of course, after a while, though, for me personally, when you do interviews, it's really cool, but you get burnt out really damn quick doing them, especially correlating...
Well, it's kind of hard to do all the questions, but you did the same questions for everyone.
Because everyone has a different answer. I called it a YouTube story, and everyone had a different one that I did a video with. And frankly, coming up with new questions every time, I think that's a bit redundant, because every single question is going to be different from the way that I made them. You can't have the same kind of origin and whatnot, and people really didn't when it came to why they were doing it, what content they did, what some of their best moments they were on YouTube. I even asked some gaming stuff. What's some stuff you like that you play? What's some stuff that you despise? You know,
all those questions for me were super hard. Like, when
I'm surprised.
Was planning out what I was supposed to answer. I was like, "What am I supposed to say? I'm not a gamer, guys. I mean, I'm sorry."
Close enough. I mean, you play at least one game, right? At least one.
I said Minecraft.
I mean, you say Minecraft. I mean, that's a shit answer, but it's an answer.
That's another collab we did. I think my favorite was the Death Note one.
Yeah, that was...
Because your death scene is just you dying with a fidget spinner. Back when that was peak meme.
Said, hey, dude, I want to do this collaboration with Death Note. Send me a clip of you dying. And I was like,
dying, yeah.
What would be the best way for me to kill myself? Oh, yeah, fidget spinners are a thing right now. So I just cut my throat with a fidget spinner, because why not?
And then I eventually started doing the podcast because I did a podcast in Spanish and another one in English I did the Spanish one with my friend, and I was like, well, for the English podcast, I guess it's just me talking to other people. And my first guest was actually Ryan.
Actually, yeah.
And I think we talked about merch, your mom's merch or something.
The Boss Mom merch was like one of the big
that
came out of that. One of the big jokes.
And then, I found it really hard to get guests every week. So I just told Ryan, like, hey, you want to be co-host? And he was like, yeah.
Because at that time I was doing with TDS, and I was doing more with Goof. I wasn't a co-host, but I was a guest frequently on there. And they're really fun to do, and I love doing these kinds of podcasts, for example. Not filming them, granted, but talking on them, that's a fun.
Yeah.
But
filming these podcasts is so hard because me and Ryan live in different countries and in different time zones.
Which is always kind of hard to schedule, but we, for this one in particular, we both were like, you want to do it? Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Why not? Let's just do it now. So, yeah, we did. Yeah. And here we are.
I mean, we had some crazy, my favorite guest, I think, was the Future Wife guy. I forgot his name.
Was it was it Professor? The Professor guy?
No.
Professor?
The guy that
was really good, by the way.
Yeah, that was an also good one. But I think that's my second favorite.
What was the other one?
But
we've had with a few people.
Yeah, let me find his name. I forgot his name, but he has a pretty hard name. Collingwood, I think, is his last name. Charles Collingwood. Yeah, that podcast lasts 30 minutes, but after it, we just talked for 3 hours after that.
We did actually for a long time.
It was so cool. Yeah.
I mean,
and he's a really cool guy. Yeah.
It was actually. It was actually a really fun experience.
We should probably bring him back.
That'd actually be fun to do, just get in contact with him. Because I think if all the people that we interviewed, besides him and Professor Politics, I think those were some of the best ones we did with. I mean, the ones we did afterwards when it was just me and you, we've had some funny shit in those, but guest-wise, they were...
We have to work on a guest.
Yeah, we're going to have to get more people on. I know a few people that actually would want to be on, in all legitimacy.
It's your turn to find someone.
Well, I know someone who would, and I mentioned him already. Get my buddy Goof to be on. I mean, he would love it.
Yeah, we could probably get him. But yeah, and then we did the Professor Politics one, which was also super fun. He's a great guy. He just had a baby, actually.
Yeah, he did, actually. Actually, even around the time we filmed it, I believe he was having a child. He had a child. Which was,
so congratulations.
If you're listening to this, Professor Politics, you're an amazing person to talk with, and I hope you're fun with your child. I hope you're doing.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with him.
Yeah, we did.
Even though that was a super quick podcast because he couldn't be for a while.
Yeah. It was still.
And then we did have one disaster podcast with someone who I've had this friend Ricardo from Legion Entertainment. I call him Awesome Bros because that's what his channel used to be called.
Oh God!
And he hates it when I call him that. So I kind of met up with his group of friends. His group of friends also, most of them make videos or used to make videos. And there was this guy called Leon, and he's pretty cool. Follow him on Twitter. I'm not gonna say his @ but it's in the pinned comment. Follow those guys.
There you go.
So yeah, I have a lot of friends in the Philippines. But yeah, we had him on, but the problem was coordinating the time zones because Ryan is in the Eastern time zone, right? Time zone. Yeah, and I'm in Central time, and this guy's in Philippines time.
Oh shit, that's right. Not only did
I fucked up the time. Yeah, I gave Ryan
but he kept cutting out too. The Wi-Fi for I think all three of us was terrible that day.
Yeah,
Paul had
no. I think the problem is you and I are connected to the U.S. Discord server.
Yeah, and
he's connected to the Asian Discord server or something.
To be honest,
yeah. So that sort of bounce around of signals which didn't work. I don't remember if we posted the podcast, but I remember he messaged me. I'm like, yo, I really want to be in the podcast. And I was like, yeah, sure, dude. And then I messed up the time zones because I told Ryan 7 a.m. when it would have technically been 9 a.m. his time zone.
And I was like, hell no, I'm not getting up that early, but I did it anyway. And
but he woke up and and then he woke up, saw that we weren't coming, even though I thought Ryan was asleep technically still.
I mean, I think if we would have filmed at that time, I would have sounded half drunk because I was tired as hell that night, or I probably was anyway. It was a while back.
And then I woke up and it's like, where the fuck is Ryan? And it's like, oh yeah, I told him the wrong time zone.
Oh yeah, you idiot.
Eventually he woke up and we filmed, and I don't remember if we posted, but
we did. Was it the one where podcast 2 where it all goes wrong. I think that's the name of it.
Probably.
It's only 12 minutes, but I think that's all we could really use from.
Probably.
It probably is it, because I was actually just looking at it like a second, just check. I think it's a Trash Dog podcast too. Yeah. Maybe no, it's.
I also did the Ryan hates Game of Thrones and Mother hates Attack on Titans.
Yeah, those were
Subbing Up will give you wings.
Actually, yeah.
Trash Talk's a new host. Yeah, we filmed a bunch of those. I'm gonna re-upload them to Anchor, so we can put them on Spotify. I don't know what the deal with Spotify is, because it takes so long for them to upload our podcast.
I know, it's weird. That's the other thing I wondered too about uploading the podcast. Like, I remember whenever we did the Joker one, like where we talked about the Joker movie and some other stuff. I'm surprised you put it on your second channel that wasn't as big as your initial one. Was the thing that's me.
The thing is, it's kind of the same thing as your Nostalgia Factor thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I feel like people just watch my videos for whatever topic I am talking about.
That's fair.
And this sort of show is just more personality driven. So that's why I put it up on the second channel.
It's fair enough, too. It's still work. But we'll say this, though. I mean, we've had quite a history so far on the podcast. Had some cool people on. Had some other things happen. But all in all, it's been pretty good so far. Our consistency.
Like we disappear every like.
The last podcast they upload was 4 months ago. It was in December of 2019.
Yeah.
That you uploaded the Joker one. So this would be like the next one after. I don't even see the Star Wars one, but this would be like the newest one.
I literally just posted it, so.
I didn't even see that. Was it on your second one? Or
it
had to have been on
it's on my second. It's on my second channel. If you want to check out, if we want to check the podcasts before everybody else on YouTube, you can just check them out on Anchor, and it's a great app.
Holy shit! Yeah, I just saw the video go up.
Yeah.
You said it 31 seconds ago.
Yeah, so you can check us out on Anchor. Look at the description, and you can listen to the podcast before they come out on YouTube, and that's amazing.
I know, it's a great price, and I'll even send you a bulge pic. I mean, it's great. You have perks everywhere.
It's also up on Spotify, but it takes like forever to get there.
Well, how quick do you think bulge pics would upload on there for me to send to people?
I'm guessing pretty slowly. We're also on Google Podcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and Breaker.
Oh, wow.
And there's a cool option actually on Anchor. You can send us voice messages, which is pretty cool.
That'd be cool. Actually, I've heard of Anchor. My buddy Goof, he recently did this like a few months. He did podcasts just on YouTube. He never did Spotify, but he started doing them on Anchor, is where he started doing his podcast at. So, not the first time I've heard of Anchor, actually.
So, yeah, if you want to be on the podcast, you can send us an audio. What an amazing deal.
Send a message, and we'll get back to you in 4 months or more.
So, yeah, check us out on Anchor. It's amazing. Love the people over there at Anchor. It's a great platform. No, they didn't pay us to say this.
Definitely not.
I just think it's pretty cool.
I better get my $20.
I did actually. I posted one of my physics assignments. The only assignment I did because it was pretty cool.
Imagine that.
I posted it. I posted it on Anchor.
Oh,
and
my.
Since it was an educational topic, Spotify was like, "Hell yeah, dude! I'll post you."
Oh my gosh! The one thing you posted was a crappy physics assignment, not even a podcast.
And they were like, "Bro, you want monetization, bro?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!"
My gosh! Oh,
but yeah,
see that.
That's Anchor for you guys, and that's pretty epic.
Hashtag not sponsored, but possibly.
Yeah, actually not sponsored at all. They did offer sponsorship, but I have to talk about it with Ryan, and I'm going to do that off camera.
We'll work out a price.
Yeah. It's basically like, it's going to be a picture of Ryan naked, and it's the Anchor logo covering his pelvis.
Oh my, see, that's exact. That would actually be a great design for a shirt, and just the bulge underneath. That'd be a great t-shirt design. God.
Anchor, hit us up.
Anchor, do it. This will sell like hotcakes. I promise.
Yeah, dude.
And if not, it makes.
Anyways. Ryan, where can people find you?
People can find me at The Boss Official on YouTube and The Nostalgia Factor on YouTube. And you can also find me at bulgepics.com/.
Yeah. Link to Ryan's OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's even better. Yeah, my OnlyFans account will be somewhere in the video, along with my YouTube stuff. So you guys can check me out across all those links.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Links in the description. And you can find me on my YouTube channel, Smelly Cheese.
It's crazy, I know, right? Smelly Cheese and Cheese B.
Yeah.
Wow.
Smelly Cheese B for all the podcasts. If you want to check them out on YouTube, if you're listening on Spotify, Google Podcast, or any other platforms, just like the cool guys over at Anchor.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, man.
Anchor. Yeah, check out my latest video. It's epic. I haven't filmed it yet, but it's epic.
It's definitely epic. We know.
Anyways, yeah. Stay safe during quarantine, guys, and we'll see you later.
Yep. See you later.
Bye.
Stay safe.
Remember to wash your hands, you dirty bitches.